Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and this SQL playlist series where we solve the real world problem that are super important for data professionals. So in today's video, we will be diving into one of the most useful concept in the SQL, that is offset functions. The offset function which we use in the Windows function. Especially in today's video, we will be seeing lag and lead. These functions help us to compare the values from previous or next rows, which are essential for time series, data trends and reporting. So let's start the problem statement by reading it carefully. So for each day, display the total amount of admissions. Let's move here and then read. So this is the input column. For each day, display the total amount of the admissions done on that day. Display the amount changed from the previous date, and this is the desired output. Like for each admission day, we need to have the count of that day and last day. And here we have null because obviously we don't have any records prior to that date, so that's why the first will be always null. So this is the database design of this. We have patients, doctor, admissions, and province name, where these are connected with one to many and a relationship. So in today's video, our matter of interest would be in the admissions table. So the admission table is like this, where we have patient ID, admission date, discharge date, and the diagnosis, and the attending doctor ID. So our main work is with only these two columns, because we need to find on each admission date how many patient IDs have been admission. So for that, we can simply use the aggregation function as count. So we would get and group and we will be doing group by admission date. So for that, we will be getting the count of number of patients admitted on that day. But the question demands here is, we need to find amount changed from the previous date. So we need to have the record of count of the previous day. For that, we will be using the windows function. For that, we will be using the windows function. In that windows function, we have a concept called offset function. So what does these are mainly basically two. One is lag, one is lead. So what does the lag does? When we apply the lag after the partition, or when we order it by admission date. So if I if I place lag of, like a lag of something, lag of patient count. So what it will be doing is, we will be having one more column. So at first it will be having null, then 1 1 3. So the previous value we will be getting in the lag. And for the lead, for the lag we will be getting the previous. For the lead, we will be getting the front element of that row. So so this can be very helpful to find in the time series data, to find the trend pattern and all. So we will be using in our question, we need to use the lag function, because we need to found the previous date. So we will be using the lag offset function in here. So the approach would be, there are two approaches. First of all, we can in the first approach, what we can do is, first of all, we can construct a CTE. And then in this CTE, we will be having count of patient ID and all. And from this, we can write a select statement, and here we can write a windows function, and then we can get the desired result. In the second approach would be, we will be writing everything in the one query itself, and we will be getting our output. So let's try both of these and understand the query carefully. So in the first approach, I said that I will be constructing one CT. admission date, and then I will be using the aggregate function count, patient id as admission count, from the admission table. Then I will be doing group by admission date. So this query will be having the each each admission date and then number of patient admitted on that day. So in the next select statement, I will be writing select admission date, admission count, which I created in the CTE admission count, and then here I will be writing our main offset function as admission count minus, so minus lag of admission count itself. This will be this lag of admission count will be giving the previous admission count of the date. So I will be using over. Whether we need to do partition? No. In our case, we don't need to do partition. We will be ordering it by admission date. So this I will be naming as admission count change from admission count table, which is this. So if I run this, we got the query. Also, we can write another query where the whole thing can be written down in the one query itself without the need of CT. So let write that too. Select admission date, then count of admission date as admission today. We could name that admission date. Then I will be taking this because we can't use the alias still. We should use the whole count of admission date, and I will be applying the same lag of admission count and ordering it by admission date. I think lag of admission date in my case, because here we have count, and then as I will be naming admission count change from the admission from the table admission, and at last I will be grouping by the admission date. So this should also give us the same result. Okay, I need to delete this query and then run this. Okay, since one time it has been accepted, so that's why let's run this. Okay, so we this query also has been accepted. So we are now learned how to use the lag and lead functions to solve the real world SQL problem. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and share, subscribe to the channel for more SQL tutorials and real world problem solving. So see you in the next video. Until then, keep learning, keep coding. Thank you very much.